In 1988, NBA National Basketball Association's Hall of Famer Larry Bird enters into the locker room of some of the best shooters in NBA history. And they were going to have what's called the three-point contest, where who could hit the most three-point shots within a certain time frame. Larry Bird walks into that locker room and without hesitation looks around the room and says to everybody in the room, which one of you is coming in second place? Oprah Winfrey was once denied an opportunity of her alma mater at Tennessee State University, where she graduated in 1986. When she had the chance to be on television, she was told by the producer at that time that she lacked the skill or she lacked the propensity to be effective in front of the camera. She said that one day people will pay to see me on TV. And she became the world's first African-American female billionaire. Now, whether we talk about Larry Bird or whether we talk about Oprah Winfrey or whether we're talking about you, here is what you need to understand about confidence and how this impacts your overall public speaking and presentation skills. You've got to believe that what you say has value. You've got to believe that your contribution can bring significance. You've got to make sure that whatever you say and convey to your messages will resonate with validity. And you do that by first believing in yourself. First, knowing you have what it takes. Knowing you can hit that shot. Knowing you can give that report. Knowing you can give that sales pitch. Knowing you can get that interview. Knowing you can do the job well. Not because anybody else says so, but because you say so. And when it comes to improving your confidence, one of the best ways to maximize every opportunity is before that opportunity comes, are you ready? I don't mean ready as in your technology, or ready as in your worksheets, or ready as in your additional information that you might bring or hand out or distribute. I'm referring to, are you ready in your heart and in your head? In other words, do you have confidence? Confidence is something that might be hard to describe, but you know it when you see it. Some may call it conceit, some may call it arrogance, some may call it ego. Doesn't matter what you call it. Here's the bottom line. The better you feel about yourself, and the better you prepare, and the better you know that what you have is valuable, the more you're going to present well, the more you're going to speak well. You can be humble. You can be modest. Nothing wrong with that. But sometimes confidence is not saying a word and still doing well. Knowing that you have what it takes to do well. See, arrogance might be, I'm the best, but they believe it. Or they may not believe it, but may say it to get themselves to believe it. Or you may believe it, but never say it. In either regard, you've got to walk into every speech, every presentation, knowing you're going to come in first place, knowing that you're going to be paid to do what you love to do, knowing that you have value that can be appreciated. One of the ways I want you to learn how to build and develop and maintain presentation confidence is by using a technique that we're going to call the 4M technique. When it comes to improving your presentations, remember that 96% of your presentations are going to be nonverbal. That's 55% is going to be your body language. That's 38% is going to be your voice. Add that 55% and that 38% together, that equates to 93% of your presentations have nothing to do with the words. But those words are important. So what you say to yourself becomes what you believe. And what you believe becomes what you do. And what you do consistently becomes who you are. And who you are consistently is what people remember. And what they remember becomes your legacy. Right now, we're going to go through a visualization technique that's called the 4M technique. What I want you to be able to do is to know how to do a visualization. Now, first, let's do a review of how to start with the 4M technique. You want to incorporate the 4 things that all embody the 4M technique. Seclude, close, imagine, and incorporate. First, before you do this activity, I want you to learn why we do it. We do it to get our minds ready so that we can physically perform well. When you're giving a speech, it causes anxiety. It can make us nervous. So here are the things you want to do to reduce that fear, to suppress that anxiety, to make sure that even though you may feel anxious, you may feel terrified, you may feel nervous, don't look it. Even though you may be incredibly tense about getting up on that stage and all eyeballs are on you, at least look comfortable, at least sound comfortable. Here's how you do it. First, when you seclude, isolate yourself. Get away from anything that can be a distraction. Close the doors, get away from people, turn off your phones, seclude. Number two is close. You want to close your eyes and you want to focus on just what's inside your head, just the things that you need to do. Then you want to imagine. You want to feel yourself incorporating all of your senses, your smell, your touch, your taste, the things that you see, all of our senses. And then you want to add those into, act it out. Make it a real movie. See yourself moving around and doing the things in the way you want to do them. Don't worry about being afraid. Don't worry about messing up. Focus more on doing the things that you know you need to do to look and sound at your professional best. Let's go through a visualization technique. Now, the one we're going to use is going to be specific just for improving your presentations. But you can do this for any type of presentation, leaving a voicemail, going for an interview, giving a sales pitch, giving an update to your team, having a content summary for your board, wanting to address key issues with your staff, wanting to correct someone, when you do an evaluation, when you doing anything that can be considered a presentation, you want to use this technique. Here's how you do it. First, go someplace where you can be by yourself and control the environment. You can control the lights. You can control the sound. You can control distractions. So don't do this in a restaurant. Don't do this in an airport where you're waiting for your flight. Don't do this in a car full of people, and don't do this when you're driving because you're gonna have to close your eyes. And I don't want this to be an accident. I want you to be confident. And I also want you to be alive. So make sure you do this when you can control the environment. So do this when you are at home by yourself. Do this when you can lock yourself into a closet. Do this when you're the only one in your office. Do this when you are alone and you're only going to have a few minutes to yourself without any distractions. Next thing you want to do is turn off any lights. Turn off your phone. Turn off your laptops. Turn off your devices that can be external elements of distractions. You want to control your environment. Then the next thing you want to do, close your eyes. Closing your eyes can increase your relaxation by up to 30% because you reduce visual acuity. In other words, you can calm yourself down by blocking stuff out. It's awesome. And remember, the calmer you are, the more you allow those endorphins to circulate through your bloodstream to carry all of the good endorphins to your brain to make sure that any elements of vocabulary or confidence or pride, they'll give you that natural feeling, and it will make you look and sound more poised, more polished, and more professional. While closing your eyes, here's what I want you to do. Right now, I want you to imagine yourself in your favorite place. So right now, if you are listening to this, stop right now and go and position yourself in a place where you feel comfortable, you can control the environment, and you can be relaxed for about 3 minutes. So if you need to stop this right now, go ahead and stop it. And then when you get to your place, start it back. I'll give you a moment to find your place where you can control the environment, seclude, and close. I'll pause right now. Okay, welcome back. Right now, you are probably in a place where you feel comfortable, where you can relax. Awesome. Here's what you want to do. Remember to block out any distractions, any noise, any lights, anything that could be detrimental to you being relaxed and calm. Right now, I want you to continue the audio playing, and I want you to relax in a comfortable position. You can be lying down, you could be in a chair, but be comfortable. Now, right now, wherever you are relaxing, I want you to make sure that you uncross your arms and your legs, because this can constrict blood flow, and we need all the blood to get to all the parts it needs to for this to be effective. Next, I want you to see yourself in your favorite place. It could be a place that's real. It could be a place that is fictional. It can be a place that you've never been to before, or a place that you've always wanted to go to but never had the opportunity. It can be a place that you go to all the time to relax. So right now, I want you to see yourself in your favorite place. Do that now. Perfect. Now, wherever you are in that favorite place, I want you to look around wherever you are. Are you seeing pictures of colors? Are you seeing images of people's faces? Are you seeing mountains? Are you seeing streams? Are you seeing beaches? Are you seeing people who you've always wanted to be around? Wherever you are, look around and take in what sights, what shapes, even what colors that you see. Now, wherever you are in that favorite place, I want you to feel yourself getting up and walking around in that favorite place. You have on the appropriate clothing. I want you to feel the impact of your feet and whatever footwear you need. If you need footwear at all, I want you to imagine what that feels like each time you take a compression and you propel yourself further across the surface of wherever you're walking. Feel the muscles in your legs and calves and feet contour each time you take a step. Now, wherever you are in that favorite place, I want you to take in what sounds you hear. Is there laughter? Is there sounds of nature? Is there silence? Now, remaining in your favorite place, I want you to approach a large table. Now, wherever you are, I want you to look down at the top of that table, and there is a huge portion of your favorite food. Now, in front of that table, there's a chair. Using your dominant hand, reach out and grab the back of that chair and pull it towards your body. Feel the muscles in your wrist and forearm and bicep and tricep and shoulder. Feel those muscles constrict as you feel the resistance of that chair as it scurries across the ground or floor. Now, position yourself to sit in that chair and scoot yourself up to the front of that table. Now, looking down on top of that table, I want you to see a huge portion of your favorite food. Now, lean over and allowing your nose to be just a few inches from that food. And I want you to get a huge inhalation of that food, and I want you to allow the smell of that food to tantalize your taste buds so you can almost savor that food's succulence just by the way that it smells. Now, using whatever utensils necessary, get a big bite of that food. Allow the food to dissolve into your mouth. Is what you're eating sweet? Is it buttery? Is it savory? Is it spicy? Is it a liquid? Is it crunchy? Is it smooth? Now allow that food to go down your esophagus, past your trachea, into the pit of your stomach. Now, wiping your hands and face if needed, I want you to push yourself back away from that table. Feel yourself rise up out of that chair. Walk back into the original path that which you had traversed initially. Return to your relaxed position. And now open your eyes. How do you feel right now? Pretty chilled? Pretty relaxed? Are you hungry? Right now, your brain is generating endorphins that give you a natural woo-hoo feeling. The feeling you are experiencing to the right part of your brain, the part of your brain that is the creative side, the part of your brain that is the imaginary side. The right side of your brain is also the side that is the most gullible. That means it can be fooled easily. And right now, the feeling that you're experiencing to the right side of your brain, even though you never left wherever you're positioned, to the right part of your brain, that's a real memory. And it's so real, for some people, they're probably licking their lips right now, and they're probably hungry, and their stomachs are starting to roar, because to your brain, it really happened. Now, the next time you have to give a speech, the next time you have to make a serious phone call, the next time you have to give a presentation, the next time you give an interview, the next time before you step out on stage, feel yourself giving your speech. See the eyeballs of the audience. See those head nods of those when you know you're doing well. Hear the sounds of positive affirmations from your audience. Feel the floor that you're walking around on. Feel the firm handshakes of someone telling you that you've done well. Hear the sounds of, oh, brilliant, wonderful. Make that an experience. That way, when you do your 4M technique for real, which is making my mental movie, when you do the 4M technique the next time, when you give your speech, it won't be like the first time you're giving your speech. It'll feel like the 18th time or the 23rd time. In either way, no matter how you feel in terms of your nervousness, you'll look more comfortable. You'll sound more comfortable. And if you do the 4M technique enough in the right way, just maybe, you may actually feel comfortable too. And the key to confidence is about how you feel before you perform. So for your next speech, I don't want you to worry about making mistakes. I want you to kill them with confidence and amplify your attitude by making sure you look polished, poised, and professional for your next presentation. I'll see you soon.